I don't know if I want to admit that I identify with any of the characters because they're all a mess. I'm not Kendall Roy, though. Proudly not Kendall Roy. Welcome to Shameless Promotion. I'm Joe Davis here at the DIRECTV studio, where we promote our favorite TV shows and favorite movies. Today we're going to get our baseball game on. My local MLB game, stats, favorite TV shows, and movies. I call that a grand slam. When I'm not watching sports at home, my wife and I love watching shows, and my favorite show right now has got to be Succession. You got to watch it. Succession it's whatever you're looking for in a show, right? It's funny, even though it's not a comedy. It's dramatic, leaves you on the edge of your seat, wanting to know what's going to happen next. It's honestly, right now, it's the best show on TV. It's a very rich family. This guy's got a giant corporation. Brian Cox is Logan Roy, the patriarch of the family, and he's the one that all the kids are trying to, at first, follow and take over for, but then topple. And that power struggle between his character and the kids is a big part of what drives the show. It is pretty easy to get divided on this, almost like you're watching different teams, and you got to pick a team when it comes to these different kids. I don't know if I want to admit that I identify with any of the characters because they're all a mess. There's something with Kendall where it's like he is obsessed with whatever it is he puts his mind to, and I probably identify a little bit with that. I'm not Kendall Roy, though. Proudly not Kendall Roy. I have 3 kids. My daughter Charlotte is 6, son Blake is 4, my other son Theo's 1.5. My 6-year-old and my 4-year-old are going to disagree with whatever show we choose unless that show is Paw Patrol. It's good because the kids love it, and because the kids love it, they're quiet for a little bit at night right before they go to bed, so mom and dad love it too. I've tried to get them into some of those old shows that I watch. Put on old movies like Little Giants. Little Giants is the greatest movie ever made. That might be hyperbole, but it's a really good young football movie. It's a guy who's like a former Heisman Trophy winner, and he's now reliving his glory days by running the Pony football team. Well, his brother's daughter gets cut from his big bad Pony League team. So his brother starts his own team, the Little Giants, and they're a band of misfits. But I don't want to ruin the movie for you. These 2 teams play, and you should watch it to see the outcome of the game. This movie's awesome, and my kids are into it now. Pretty simple guy. I've got my family, I've got my job, and I love food. I'll watch anything food related, anything travel related too. Love travel. Stanley Tucci Searching for Italy. My wife and I devoured that, both seasons. And I took notes while I was watching. I had a notepad, and I'm gonna have to hold on to those notes because one day when the kids are old enough, we're gonna get there and we're gonna tackle Italy the way Stanley Tucci showed us to. Field of Dreams, growing up a sports fan, it's, first I think, a movie that everybody watches as a young sports fan. And you watch it and you love it because it's beautiful and it's baseball. I had a chance to go do the Field of Dreams game to Dyersville, Iowa, the actual scene of the movie, site of the movie where the field is still there. And I got to this last summer go there and drive up to the farm and sit up there in the booth and call a real baseball game looking out over it. It's a regular season game, but it was so much more than that because of everything the movie represented. It's indescribable. I mean, it's impossible to get there and not think about your connection with your own father. And for me, connection with my kids. Well, if you're as big a sports fan as I am, you know how important it is to keep up with your local team's games. And with DIRECTV's sports mode features, it's never been easier. You can easily follow your favorite teams and set your DIRECTV device to automatically record the games. There's multiple games going at the same time. You can easily see the scores and switch between the feeds live. So what are you waiting for? Check out DIRECTV.com and start watching.